What's up everyone, Danny Lightning back with another War Robots video. So we're going to talk about weapons. These weapons will make virtually any robot good unless you're running something like a Cossack, right? Cossack, I don't care what you put on it, that thing is going to get its butt kicked unless you're a brand new player or something like that. But we're going to go over the very best weapons in the game, and we'll even talk about the best budget weapons as well. There's a couple budget weapons that are phenomenal. So let's make this a quick guide. We'll just try and show you the weapons really quick, give you a really brief description of what they do. And yeah, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. Share this video with your friends. You know, this might help them out as well. So don't forget to do that. And let's go check out these weapons, guys. Let's go check out these weapons. So we're going to talk about the flaming rocket weapons like the incinerators. There's a heavy, a medium, and a light. These have a bomb effect that build up. They're very cool weapons. I won't say these are the very top because I don't think these are going to fit everybody's playing style, but these are kind of like one step below. Some people are going to love these, some people aren't. So they don't quite make it onto the list, but they were definitely worth a mention, okay? Next, we have the acid spraying weapons like the Venoms and the Banes, all right? There's a heavy, medium, and light of this. These things are phenomenal right now. They go through shields. They got DOT damage. One of the best weapons in the game to just wreck some people. These will wreck everybody and everything quick. Next, we have the Devastators, guys. Devastators are phenomenal. All right. There's a heavy, medium, light. We got the Devastators, the Scatters, and the Havocs. These things pack a punch. The reload time sucks a little bit, but besides that, these things do huge damage really fast. Still one of the better weapons in the game. Next, we have the Redeemers and the Terrans. All right, Terrans are the medium version of this. Really cheap to upgrade. These both hit crazy, crazy hard. For older weapons, you cannot beat these. Now, the Redeemer's not cheap to upgrade like the Terrans, but I'm telling you what, a couple Redeemers, a couple Terrans, there's not really a perfect match for light weapons. A lot of people will use the Magnums, which are just kind of so-so, but Redeemers and Terrans are brutal damage-dealing beasts. Love them. Love them. Now we have the Punchers. All right, you add a couple Punchers with maybe some Shredders or maybe like some of the acid sprayer weapons like the Bane there. Man, Punchers are nasty. Or even 2, 3, or 4 Punchers added on to a robot with a bunch of heavy slots. These things are just brutal right now. Damage dealing monsters. You cannot go wrong with these except for they do run out of ammo really fast. That's the only thing that might keep some people from wanting to play these, but very strong, very hard hitting destroyers. Now, if you want to stand in the back and you want to snipe Prismas, guys, enemies are scared of these things. Only problem is sometimes you become a target. They say, we got to get that guy out of there, and the whole team will come after you just to try and take you down, so you stop destroying them. So Prismas are very dangerous, but sometimes it's dangerous for you to run them as well, because sometimes you will get focused just because they want to kill you so bad because you're beating them up so much. Next, we have the Hell, the Scotty, and the Snares. These are the Norse weapons. These are just such a good all-around weapon. I mean, you could fill your hangar with nothing but these and have an excellent setup. So currently, these are just one of the best all-around weapons for all playing styles. You know, it's got 600 meter range. It's got freeze. It does good damage. The same damage at 600 meters as it does at point blank. So these are just all-around excellent weapons for any game mode, any play style. I think everybody, if you don't like these weapons, something's wrong with you. All right, so next we have the flamethrower weapons. There's a heavy, medium, and a light. I don't recommend these just because it's very, very hard to hit moving targets with these. You got to aim way ahead. The flames bend. They're crazy weapons to use unless you're using some kind of lockdown. Now, if you can lock somebody down and then hit them with the flamethrowers, amazing damage, but very hard to use unless you're using them along with some sort of lockdown or you're at point blank where you can't really miss. So these aren't on my top of the line list because they're harder to use than a lot of other weapons, but they're very, very good damage wise. Okay. So these are kind of like a runner up in my opinion. Now, if you're new to the game or you just want to max something out that doesn't cost very much, Thunders are crazy, crazy good. This is one of the oldest weapons in the game, and when you max one of these out, they hit extremely hard. If you're a new player and your robot has heavy slots, buy Thunders, okay? Focus on getting Thunders for your heavy slots. They are amazing for newer players, and even for seasoned players, if you can max one of these out, they are brutal. Big, huge, nasty damage dealers, all right? Learn how to play these things, and they will do you well for a long time. Now, the next thing for you new guys, the Punisher and the Punisher T, that's the medium and heavy machine guns. Medium and light machine guns, okay? These things pack a punch, especially at close range. Very cheap to upgrade. Only drawback is the 10-second reload time. But if you can get used to this, these things are brutal destroyers on the battlefield. So Thunders, Punisher, and Punisher T are what the new players really should be focusing on, in my opinion, until you start getting some of these better weapons. Next, we have the Pulsar and the Magnetars. These are great medium and light weapons. They're a lot like the Punchers and the Shredders, but they're a little bit different. These have a little more range, and these are more designed to stand in the back at 500 or 600 meters, to where the Puncher and the Shredders are really designed to be up close weapons. So if you're trying to do some crazy lockdown stuff, all right, Pulsar, Magnetars, Shredders, and Punchers are all amazing. And you can mix a Puncher with these, but the reload's a little weird. It's not the same as running them with the Shredders, but there's no medium version of the Shredders, and there's no heavy version of the Pulsars. So sometimes you got to mix and match those if you're trying to stick with the same style of weapon, but just slightly different. But yeah, Pulsars, Magnetars, really awesome 600 meter lockdown weapons with a fast reload time. Love them. Love them, love them. All right, so for the lights, like I did say, the Magnums kind of go with the Tehran and the Redeemers. They're a weird little weapon, super cheap to upgrade. That's the only reason I'm going to mention these. For newer players, if you get some of these, they have no reload time. Roughly every half a second, they shoot off a shot. They've got about a 350 meter range. When they're maxed out, they do 3,000 damage per shot. So they're cool little weapons, but definitely not something I don't really recommend going out of your way to get some Magnums. But if you have some, they might be kind of cool, especially if you're running with Tehrans and Magnums, or Tehrans and Redeemers. That's the only time I bring my Magnums in. If I'm using one of those other two weapons, I'll match them with the Magnums because they work pretty well together, but I wouldn't really run these with any other weapons, honestly. Like I said, for the new players, the Punishers and Punisher T's and Thunders are the way to go. So yeah, I think that pretty much wraps this video up, guys. Those are all the weapons I really recommend people get right now. Those are the best of the best. You put those on pretty much any decent robot that's at a decent level and get those weapons to a decent level, and you're going to do really good out there. All right. So I think that wraps this one up, guys. Thanks for watching. You guys are amazing. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe. Share this with your friends, and lightning out. Have an awesome day, guys. You're all amazing. See ya.